What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the End collaboration with Asics on the Gel-Nimbus 10.1 in this Snow White and Sodalite Blue colorway. So this is a recent pickup of mine, and it's a collaboration between UK retailer End with Asics. Joining forces on this Gel-Nimbus 10.1, these dropped on August 1st for $190 US or 250 Canadian dollars. The official colorway for this shoe is Snow White and Sodalite Blue. And the concept or theme behind this collaboration is based off of the idea of those late night trips to the corner store where you go to pick up milk. So that's why this shoe has similar tones to a milk carton of blue, white, and cream. And for those that aren't familiar, the Gel-Nimbus 10.1, it's actually a mashup silhouette. So it combines the upper of the Gel-Nimbus 10, which is a performance running shoe back from 2008, with the tooling of the Gel-Kayano 14, one of the most popular Asics silhouettes on the market right now. So first off, here's a quick look at the packaging. So I'm happy to see that these come in a custom box just for this release. It's done in this natural brown color, but you can see we have these milk graphics on all sides. And then on the edge of the lid, we have both Asics and End co-branding. So as for the shoe itself, jumping right into the details, as we start things off with the toe box, this is covered in a white colored mesh, but then overlaid on the front toe cap, leaning towards the lateral side, we have a synthetic white colored leather with silver colored detailing. So this is formed in almost like an oval or O shape, and the same synthetic material covers the eyelets on the lateral side. However, the top eyelets, this is covered in a layer of beige or gray colored suede, and it has a bit of a shaggy feel to the touch. This same suede is visible on the medial side as well, so it's right next to that oval shaped overlay on the toe box, and this covers all the eyelets all the way to the top on the medial side. Underneath this, on the mid panel, we have the signature Asics stripes. This is done in a mix of white, dark blue, and this cream color. And you'll see how the mesh underneath here, it's a bit more of a chunky cream colored mesh as opposed to the more tightly wound mesh found on the center of the toe box. Moving downwards, we have Asics branding fused onto the mesh on the lateral side only. Next to this, we have more of that open style cream colored mesh. On the bottom of the heel, we have another synthetic leather layer here, and we have gel branding on the middle of the right foot and End branding visible on the left foot. And then above this, we have more of that white colored mesh, and we have Gel-Nimbus 10.1 branding in a mix of blue and silver. In terms of laces, this pair comes with two different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a slightly off-white colored flat lace, which feels very soft, very vintage-like, and very worn into the touch. If you don't like these, they also come with a cream colored lace if you want to give the laces more pop. But for me, I'm sticking with the standard off-white colored laces. I just like the more laid back or subdued look. Underneath this, the tongue is padded, but it's covered with a layer of mesh on the outer edge. Running down the center of the tongue, helping secure the laces in place, we have a synthetic silver layer here, and then on the top we have End branding along with Gel-Nimbus 10.1 done in a mix of silver and dark blue. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a blue colored mesh. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam insole, which looks like it's a type of recycled foam. And then on the top layer, we have these custom graphics which look like milk, and we have Asics branding on the left foot and End branding on the right. So the upper of the Gel-Nimbus 10.1, like I mentioned from the start, it sits atop the tooling taken from the Gel-Kayano 14. So this is a dual layered EVA foam midsole painted in a mix of white and blue. In addition to EVA, we also have Asics gel technology, and this is visible on the lateral side of the forefoot as well as the heel, and this is pretty much there in place to help with impact protection and shock absorption. And then for the bottom of the shoe, so the outsole here is crafted out of a mix of off-white and this darker cream colored rubber. We have these grooves on the forefoot to give you some added flexibility. And then connecting the two layers of rubber, we have this blue colored TPU shank plate, which Asics calls their Trustic technology, and this helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. So because my feet are a little bit wider, I actually found this shoe to run a little bit snug. So I feel like if you have a wider foot and you're someone that's kind of like in between sizes, let's say you commonly wear between 11 and a half and a 12, I'd probably recommend going up to the size 12 for this shoe. But if you have a narrow, normal, or even like a slightly wide foot, I feel like going true to size should fit you fine for this pair. In my case, getting these in a size 10, like I said, they're a little bit snug, but not to the point where they're uncomfortable. They just have a nice sort of secure feel all around my foot, but it's definitely not generous or extra roomy. So if that's how you like your shoes to fit, you'd probably be more comfortable going up half a size. Moving on to the comfort. So all in all, this model is pretty comfortable. The upper of the shoe, like I mentioned, it really hugs your foot. You feel very locked in and it's very secure. Whereas underfoot, I'm sure you guys know the Gel-Kayano 14, this is taken from that shoe. So the underfoot feeling has a decent amount of plushness while giving you a lot of support, especially underneath the arches of your feet. So if you're expecting something that's extremely plush, super soft and pillowy, this is not going to be the shoe for you. But if you're looking for more of a balanced sneaker, something that gives you some level of plushness, but at the same time giving you a good amount of support, then I think this is a really solid option to consider. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so all in all, I thought the materials were actually okay. I'm so used to these Asics models basically using all meshes and synthetic materials, but the fact that they gave us genuine suede on the shoe was a pleasant surprise. The build of the shoe I thought was pretty good as well. My pair, I had no issues really to complain about. The panels were consistently placed between my left and right feet. They didn't come pre-creased or anything like that, and there weren't an excessive amount of excess string or threading that trimmed down on the shoe. So all in all, I was very pleased with these in hand, considering these are supposed to be more of a special edition release. I think they executed it pretty well on this pair. So with all of that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I think this is a great collaboration between End and Asics. It's not the flashiest shoe on the market, and I really didn't see too much hype surrounding this shoe, but just from how the colorway is, and to me, the inclusion of these suede hits, I think it works so well together, and I think this is just a clean colorway that I'm personally happy to add to my collection. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this End and Asics Gel-Nimbus 10.1? What are your thoughts on this collaboration? Are you feeling this whole milk theme? Are you not really a fan of it? Either way, leave your thoughts down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support. Appreciate all the comments, the likes, all of that stuff really allows me to keep pushing this channel onwards. So thanks again, and I'll catch you all in my next review.